What's up, everybody? It's nearing draft day, and we're going to talk about the top superstars that need to be moved in this year's draft. Adrian, who's your number one that you think needs to be moved from
My,
either Raw to SmackDown, SmackDown to Raw, or NXT, or whatever you want to do?
yes, as we know, I personally don't care about the draft. It didn't change anything last year, but if they do it correctly, I would at least want it to mean something. Wrestlers stay on their own separate promotions, and this back and forth nonsense. But Damian Priest is the newly crowned WWE World Heavyweight Champion. He needs to stay away as far away from Judgment Day as possible. So if Judgment Day gets drafted to SmackDown, I want Damian Priest on Raw. Or if Priest goes to SmackDown, Judgment Day stay on Raw. Damian Priest, if they really do want to take Damian Priest seriously, get him as far as away from Judgment Day and R-Truth, because I think that gimmicky thing was great when they were tag team champions. But if you want to take Damian Priest seriously, take him away from Judgment Day or Jobman Day, and make him into a threat, make him into a powerhouse.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that a lot. I could see that really well, actually. But let us know what you guys think. Let us know in the comments if you agree, disagree, or who you want to see moved. But my number one that deserves to be moved, it's got to be the New Day. Either separate them
Hmm.
or send them to NXT. They've been doing the New Day for like 10 years now. It's stale. They just get a push whenever they just need like a random tag team up there doing some
Yeah,
things. They need to do something different. I mean, Xavier Woods. I mean, I know if you separate them, what's going to happen to Xavier Woods? Kofi Kingston, is a former world champion. I'm kind of torn, but I feel like something needs to happen because they've been virtually like the same unchanged for like the last 3-4 years.
yeah, I agree with that. Especially with Biggie not returning anytime soon.
Yep.
Everybody knew that Xavier Woods was the weakest link of the new judgment of the New Day. But yeah, I agree with you. They need to either go down to the or NXT or split them. But yeah, that's gonna say a lot for Xavier Woods if you can pick up his own.
Yep. So who you got for your number two, Adrian?
Number two, Andrade El Idolo, bruv. And my reason why is because ever since he returned back to WWE, it's like he's just a floater. You're over here in this faction, or you're over there on SmackDown with the other faction. His hip is flip flopping from promotion to promotion, like I was mentioning earlier. Keep him in one separate promotion. Put him literally build Andrade like they built Eddie Guerrero, like as a mid card guy all the way to the main event picture. If they do it correctly, Andrade could be the next Latino world champion. Eddie Guerrero was great. Rey Mysterio was also great, but come on. Eddie Guerrero, in my opinion, is one of my favorite wrestlers. If WWE does it right with Andrade, he could actually be one of the best Mexican wrestlers of all time.
I agree. So I was gonna go Santos Escobar, but Andrade kind of fits the same build as build them up on their own. So I'm gonna do my next number one here. I'm gonna go with Shayna Baszler. Send Shayna Baszler back to NXT. Let her grow up as like that fucking just banger out heel that she was, just destroying everybody in NXT. I think that would add like a new layer to what NXT is all about. Right now they have like Roxanne Perez, Tatum Paxley. They have a whole bunch of women down there, but no one quite like Shayna Baszler, and I think that would be quite a big change to revive that women's division in NXT.
My other one is DIY, and I would send them back to developmental. I didn't really watch a lot of NXT Black and Gold brand back in the day, but I've been hearing a lot of good things about people were saying about Tommaso Ciampa and Joey Borgano that were great in NXT. I don't know that. I don't watch NXT. I only seen them in some highlights and what they've shown me on the main roster. Main roster is not it for them. They don't have the character. They don't have the crowd behind them. They only have Paul Levesque behind them, but they're not it. And if similar opinion what you were saying about Shayna Baszler, go down to developmental, go down to NXT, build a name for yourself. I'm sure they already did, but the name they're trying to make themselves into in the main roster is not. It's not it. Like start from the bottom, build your fan base, become heels,
Exactly.
get back
And
up
the
to
other
the main
last name
roster.
I have for you guys is Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed needs to go to SmackDown and just start wrecking everybody because he's a big dude, and and he's been not doing nothing but jobbing in
Jobber.
Raw. They keep trying to like say they're gonna build him up, and they build up these like promos, these vignettes. But just like Veer, man, he's coming, and then he never comes at the end of the time.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with you on that. Some vignettes, promos are a waste of time, especially when you have somebody coming in, somebody like Bronson Reed. But yeah, I agree with you. They need to actually turn him into a powerhouse and not into
Exactly.
a powerhouse jobber.
Well, that ends our list. You guys let us know what you think in the comments. Give us a thumbs up. It helps out our channel. And most importantly, stay triggered.